and welcome back, or welcome if you're new to my YouTube channel. I'm your girl Johanna Montana Nambinga, and I am back again with another one of those videos that you will hopefully like and share. And I know, don't at me. I know I've been away for the longest, and I promise it's for a good cause. I promise I have valid reason, okay? But dang, just know that life has been doing its thing. Oh, how rude. Yeah, I brought company just in case you guys throw hands at me for being away for so long. You know, backup is here. No, we don't play like that. Jokes aside, I've been, life has just been lifing, man. And I feel like the last time I spoke to you guys was in 2021, I think. That was the last time I uploaded a video. And in 2021, I think I was in my final year of college. Yeah, I was in my final year, and school just took me out. School took me out, child, and then life happened. And uh, and I happened to also move out of my mom's house. I had to move out of my mom's house, and as you guys can see, for the OGs, they would know that this is not the usual room I film in. So this is the new room. And yeah, man, life has just been happening, and I don't know where I would have been if it were not for God. Because honestly, everything that happened, everything that happened needed to happen for me to be where I am today. I feel like the part through all my struggles that I appreciate the most was when I realized I was extremely depressed. My blood pressure was mad high, and I remember this one time I totally decided to give up. Not give up on things, I was literally giving up on life. I remember this one time I was crying my eyeballs out, right? I was crying my eyeballs out, and then I asked God, what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? I remember crying out because I was sitting at like this, pretend this is the door, right? So I was sitting like this on the floor, and I was like, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do with my life? You get? And I remember just like yelling at God. I was just like, why did you create me? Why am I here? What am I doing it? And then I remember saying to God that, listen, I'm gonna give you one chance. I'm gonna give you my life because I don't want it anymore. So I'm gonna give you my life. Do whatever you want because I don't want my life anymore. It's either you take it or I'm gonna take it myself. And I meant like suicide, bro. And that was the first time I've ever had like suicidal thoughts. So I was like, you know what? I want to take my life right now, but I'm gonna give you a chance. Just take my life, take the wheel, do whatever you want to do. And then I think I blacked out. And mind you, I never faint. I've never ever blacked out in my entire life. So that moment, I remember blacking out, right? Excuse me. I remember blacking out, and next thing I remember is my brother in my room, like spritzing water on my face. And then I told him to step out for a minute. And then my Bible was at the edge of my bed. Okay. And then my Bible was at the edge of my bed. And then something told me to open it. Something just, that time you don't even know how to hear God's voice. You don't know if it's God or like, but it's just something just told me to open it, right? And then I opened it. And then God gave me this scripture. Wait, my Bible is right here. Let me show you guys. I think it's in Colossians. The verse is in Colossians, and I made a big, let me just find it quick. Okay. So I found it. It's in Colossians chapter 3. And I wrote here on the verse, message after my transformation, because just as a reminder to me that this is where you found God. I'm about to read this, but just bear in mind that before this happened, before that voice told me to open my Bible, I was like, I'm gonna take my life, but before I do, I'm giving it to you. So like I'm literally saying I'm dying to myself and I'm giving my life to you. Do whatever you want with it, right? Now listen. So God gave me this first. It says, since you've been raised to your new life with Christ, set your sights on the realities of heaven, where Christ sits in a place of honor at God's right hand. Think about the things of heaven and not the things of earth. Right. And then verse 3 hit me. Listen. For you died to this life, and your real life is hidden with Christ in God. Bruh. Okay. Listen to verse 3. For you died to this life, and your real life is hidden with Christ in God. And when Christ, who is your life, is revealed to the whole world, you will share in his glory. So put to death the sinful earthly things lurking within you. That's literally what God was telling me. Like, okay. Okay, I don't know. I'm having an epiphany because now it's taking me back to the first time I read what God was trying to tell me after I said you can have my life, you can do whatever you want with it. So he's telling me, so put to death the sinful earthly things lurking within you, have nothing to do with sexual immorality, impurity, lust, and evil desires. Don't be greedy, for a greedy person is an idolater, worshipping the things of the world. Because of these sins, the anger of God is coming. You used to do these things when your life was still part of the world. And you guys tell me God does not exist. Like, make that make sense. So he's telling me, you used to do these things when your life was still part of this world, but now is the time to get rid of anger, rage, malicious behavior, slander, and dirty language. So I don't know if you are my friend, right? If you're my friend or someone close to me, you know that whenever someone cusses in front of me, I always try to correct them and be like, don't cuss in front of me, please. And this is why I don't like, cussing, because it says now, yeah, it's time to get rid of anger, rage, malicious behavior, slander, and dirty language. I mean, cussing is part of dirty language. Don't lie to each other, for you have stripped off your old sinful nature and its wicked deeds. Put on your new nature and be renewed as you learn to know your Creator and become like Him. Because the thing is, when I was still in my depressed phase, I still didn't come to God. I still didn't try to get to know Him. I still didn't give Him a chance for Him to prove Himself to me, you get? So yeah, so verse 10 says, put on your new nature and be renewed as you learn to know your Creator and become like Him. In this new life, not the life that God is gonna work with. Oh my gosh, can you tell I'm excited still? Like, it's been a whole year now and I'm still jumping because of this. So 11, in this new life, it doesn't matter if you are a Jew or Gentile, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbaric or uncivilized, slave or free. Christ is all that matters, and He lives in all of us. Since God chose you to be the holy people He loves. Okay, sorry, let me just continue reading and then I'll just break it down later. Since God chose you to be the holy people He loves, you must clothe yourself with tender-hearted mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, patience, right? Make allowance for each other's fault and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. That's also one thing I had back then. I think the thing that used to hurt me the most was because I used to hold grudges. When someone does something to me, I used to hold it against them, and then I used to be that person that would never want to speak to them or forgive them because they did me dirty. Why should I talk to them? That's the type of person I was before I decided to want to give my life away to Christ. So he says, make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. Above all, clothe yourself with love, which binds us all together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your heart. For as members of one body, you are called to live in peace. And always be thankful. Let the message about Christ in all its richness fill your lives. Teach and counsel each other with all the wisdom he gives. Sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs to God with thankful hearts. And whatever you do or say, do it as a representative of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks through him to God the Father. Now, I don't know, because most of the time, whenever I tell my story, people always tend to think, oh no, that was just a coincidence. But if I had to count the amount of coincidences that happened, it wouldn't make sense. You get? So if you want to call my God a coincidence, it's cool. Then that coincidence is the one I serve, because you can't tell me God does not exist when he clearly spoke to me countless times, and he spoke to me at the time where I wanted to totally take my life, and so at that point, that's when I decided to make Christ the center of my life, you get, and try to be this godly woman. I aspire to be a Proverbs 31 woman still. I'm not saying I am. I aspire to be that woman. That's the goal for me. So again, so I think also on my YouTube channel, you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of faith-based content and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how God has been working in my life and speaking to me. It's just okay. I feel like it has been more good than bad, because then I did have like some terrible times. I was homeless for like 3 days. I had it was crazy. My life was just hectic, and I just realized that everything I went through, every single tribulation I went through, was to refine me and was to make me the person I am today. So I am grateful for every pain I went through. I just remember that song, Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, and thank you for pain, right? Because that pain made me who I am today, and I am forever grateful that I went through that. Yeah, man, it's just been hectic, but I am back now, and I am back for good. I promise I'm gonna be more consistent, and I'm just gonna create content for you guys, right? But not just for you guys, because honestly, the real reason why I am back here is I reevaluated my life, and I did self-introspection, and I reflected back, and I was like, Montana, why did you really start YouTube? You get? And the first time I started YouTube was just because it was just a thing, it was fun, yes. And I just used to look up to certain YouTubers, and I used to see what they do in their lives, and I would want to do that, right? That was my mindset. That was where I was back then. But now I want to do this for me. I want to do this as I want to have YouTube as like a memory book full of videos for me, so that in the future I can look back and be like, oh, this is where you were at. Look at your answered prayers. This is where your mindset was at, and look at you now. I want to look back in the old videos and see the growth, and see how God has been working in my life. Yeah, how God has been working in my life, because now that I'm just thinking about everything, yeah, everything I went through, I see God's fingerprint everywhere, and it's overwhelmingly good. Yeah. And I'm super, super grateful for I'm super grateful for people that would come in my comment, and I don't even have a lot of subscribers. I have like 290 something followers, subscribers, sorry. And a few of them were in my DMs asking when are you getting back on YouTube, and it's just it's so comforting to know that people actually do pay attention, you get. And it's just so nice to know that someone actually enjoys watching you or watching what you do. And yeah, so to those people who are like loyal subscribers, I'm just saying you guys mean a lot to me, honestly, because it's nice, man. It's nice to see people interacting with your work, you get. Although it doesn't feel like work because I'm enjoying the process. And this is the main reason I'm doing it, because I'm having fun with it, not because I need to. I'm not chasing the money that comes with it. If the money comes, then boom, it's a bonus. Okay, kudos to me. But like, I'm really doing it because I love the process. I love the creating process. I love filming. I love editing, and I love just putting content out there. You get. I love the whole creative process of it, and that's why I do it. Because I have a passion for it. I'm not in it for the money, but money is good, not gonna lie. Money is good. But yeah, so yeah, and that's why I've been away for so long, man. And I feel like, you know these are all gonna result in story times for another day, because like I said, I'm gonna be consistent, and I'm not gonna leave you guys in the dark anymore. But yeah, I'm so excited to go on this journey, man. I'm excited to start vlogging. I'm excited to start creating Christian content. I'm excited to start taking you guys to work with me, and like just creating all those content. And yeah, if you are interested in getting to know who I am personally, because I feel like on other social media platforms, I don't put myself out like that. I wouldn't like people to know me like that, especially on Instagram. But on YouTube, I'm gonna be real with myself. Sorry, I'm gonna be real with myself. I'm gonna be totally me, because I want to look back and see how I've evolved. So if you want to go on this journey with me and just watch me be me, I guess please subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment or like, and I'm excited to do this with you guys. But until then, see you guys in the next video. It should be out in a week's time. Deuces.